Oh boy. All I can say is, oh, oh, good money made. Oh, oh, good money made. But you gotta keep the child support paid. And now it's bye bye. Oh, oh, good money made. Oh my gosh. Former 2 times NBA champion Jason Caffey lost $34 million career earnings from child support to 8 women. Former 2 time NBA champion Jason Caffey lost $34 million in career earnings from child support to 8 women. And I'm going to say this. I have noticed, just in my opinion, believe it or not, there are a lot of men that have money. A lot of them, believe it or not, they don't want a smart, intelligent, business oriented woman. That's why you find, especially in the BC, you find so many educated black women single. No, they don't want that. They want to get over there with a thought that what I'm saying, big booty Judy. I mean, really? Really? Think life is all about good timing and good wine. Good timing and wine. Good timing, women and wine. 30, $34 million. Let's go ahead and get to the article. It blows my mind, and it is too funny. I just got a call. Someone had called me last night. We were busy. Called twice last night. That's why I'm doing the video now. Someone just called us. Yeah, I called her twice last night. I'm like, yeah, my husband were, having an evening, drinking, hey, dinner. I'm now in love with lobster tails. I'm like, no more lobster. Okay, that is just totally it. That's it. Last week and this week, I'm done. All right. So I called today. Call back. Hey, you had told me about um the child support thing and can't get your license and all that. I said, yeah, I know because a girl told me about it and I did some checking. So now somebody's man went to renew their I guess driver's license. Couldn't renew. Could not renew. And she mentioned a lot of things that was on there. And one that he couldn't renew, something about like if you owe tickets or something. But it said if you owe back child support to contact the Attorney General's office. So could not proceed any further. If you owe child support, but no. I want to renew my license. I want to renew my license. If you owe child, it stops right there. If you child support, contact the AG's office, the Attorney General's office. Well, I want to contact them later. I want to renew my. If you owe child support, contact the AG's office, the Attorney General. They don't care what you want to do. They know what you've been doing is creating a fatherless home. They're not playing with you. So if you owe back child support, it made it real clear. Contact the Attorney General's office. So then I said, oh, so I mean, what can I do? But that explains the 2 calls that I got last night. Yeah, that explains the 2 calls that I got last night. So I was like, yeah, you said that. Yeah, you think I'm just making stuff up, just grabbing it out of thin air? Let's see, what do I make up today? Didn't listen. Now it's time to renew. What's he gonna do? Do I look like the agent's office to you? I can't believe it. We've never seen it. Well, surprise, surprise. You said that, okay, but we understand what I said and what they're saying. So I think the next thing for him to do is come Monday morning, if there is an issue, is to do what they say and contact the AG's office. Maybe can work out a payment plan. But it's time. People don't listen. People don't listen. So quite often, especially in the BC, a lot of black men, and I've noticed this as well, and a lot of men in general like that. They are the star, the breadwinner, so they want a trophy wife, and he does all the thinking, and you just follow along. I get it, I got it. My experience, most men with money, they want to run the show. Okay, that's why I've always, even when I live with someone, I always kept a little extra pad on the side. I always, you can go ahead and sell that place. You know what? Well, later, I got so much stuff. Huh? I'm no fool. So the same thing here. Most they don't want a business oriented woman. They don't understand marriage is business. All they see is drinking and thotting up in a good time. A whole lot of SCX. Like you done had too much of it. Now look. And at the end, I am gonna do my song. I haven't finished it down. I just around the house called Loose DICK. So get the babies out before I do that. I'll give you a warning if I don't forget. But yeah, so let's get to it. So it's like you don't get it. You think somebody just playing with you. And if your man knew that, I don't know what to tell you. He should have been handling up. So now I guess if he can't get this resolved, I guess she's gonna have to I don't know, drive him around. Because guess what? I didn't even know that owed back child support in this case. So now it tells me she's all up in arms. So yeah, that must be the issue. So let's see. Here's a good example. They don't want an educated black woman. Now I want to be hearing that. And I have heard in Palm Beach, two black women divorced two black men that were playing sports. And they said, two different separate women said the same thing. If I don't divorce him now, the way he spends money by the time the kids get older, and I'm hearing this from a white realtor, by the way, or a high-end realtor, so ain't nobody making no crap up. If I don't, I was like, wow, this made me think about it. If I don't divorce him now, two different black women married to black men, both men play sports, said if I don't divorce him now, and I guess they're was buying a house in Palm Beach. They have more than one home, which is fun to do. It can be very expensive, but it's fun to do. Been there, done that for a short time. So she's like, both of them said, if I don't divorce him now, by the time the kids get older, the way he spends money, there won't be any money left. So both, they didn't say they didn't love the man. They said that the way the men spend money, there wouldn't be any money left. So two black women divorced their two husbands that play sports early for that same reason. And can't tell them nothing. Want to ball at all the time. Why attention? Why attention? Want to ball all the time. Just ball. Get the party on. Oh, look at me. Eyes on top. And now, here's a good example. I've heard of my friend's sister married a dude that had, wow, she just shouldn't have married him because he's got two baby mamas and there are three children. I wouldn't even date that man. I'm sorry. Girl, unless you're just going to go slumming, and that's up to you. You might want to check into a hotel because you can't even slum with some of these dudes. They find out where you live, and then it's on and popping your headlights being bashed in on your car. They showing up embarrassing you in front of the neighbors and stuff. She shouldn't have married him. And she thought, oh, well, I married him. I'm getting married. He has two baby mamas and three kids, and that child support is not going anywhere. And she married him when those kids were like, I think they were like under 10. One may have been 10, but the other two, they were under 10, so you already know. And it put a strain, just so you know, it put a strain on the marriage. So sometimes people will say, oh, somebody just jealous. Well, not in that situation. So this right here, tie up with one if you want. You might think, well, he didn't marry her, the baby mama. That dude might be a bad investment, a bad partner. $34 million. Let's go ahead and get to it. You can't tell him nothing. Can't tell him nothing. Former two-time NBA champion Jason Caffey lost $34 million career earnings from child support to 8 women. They don't think long-term. They do not think long-term. Let's go ahead and get to it. Jason Caffey won 2 NBA titles with the Chicago Bulls, but found himself in trouble with the law after his career ended thanks to unpaid child support. I guess they get the money. They think it's going to be forever coming. I thought that too one time when I was knocking that awesome trading, 20,000 a month, 10,000 easy a month. Oh, I'm doing real good. Yeah, good thing I stacked some shekels. I'm like, oh man, this is great. This is great, and it was great. Things can change. Hello. It says Jason Caffey is a role player who got extremely lucky to play on the Michael Jordan Red Chicago Bulls of the late 1990s. This led to the power forward winning 2 NBA titles and playing 8 years in the NBA. 8 years, wow. Caffey earned $34,68,568 from his NBA contracts, and his last year playing was in 2003. Again, $34,068,568. This money wouldn't last as Caffey has gone broke thanks to paying 8 different women child support for his 10 children. Things had gotten so bad for Caffey that he was even arrested for back payments. NBA star Jason Caffey reportedly has 10 different children with at least 8 different women and hasn't paid 1 cent of child support. Caffey made as much as $5 million a year during his rise in the NBA. In that time, according to one of the women's attorneys, Caffey owes an estimated $100,000 to his client alone for failure to pay child support. You can't tell him anything, and I don't feel sorry for him. They don't want smart women. They really just want a thought woman. Now, some I'm sure may have decent women, but the majority of Dusties, that's what they like. The last time he played was in 2003. It's 2020. That was 20 years ago. We're in 2023. How in the hell could $34 million not last? Dusties don't think, they just do. They don't think. Heck, like I told you, it's been a month. Text from the Chanel store. I saw the bag. Could I come up with 5 G's to buy it? Yeah, it ain't that serious. Because I ain't hardly care the ones I have. I just switch out. I got a store call from, the Gucci store. We haven't talked in a while. Haven't seen you. It ain't about no darn talking. It's about, hey, you gonna come in the store and spend some money. Based on what you spent last year, I know, and that was too much. We done. We're done. Not that I can't. I don't feel a need to. It's too much going on. And I'm going to try and help some other people. Nothing major. Do a little something. That's how I think. Too much. No, it ain't happening. You can text me next week, and a week after that, I'll browse in the store. I'm not coming in there to do any shopping. I'm not buying. I'm just not doing it. And it's not that, oh my goodness, you afraid your card don't decline. That's always the dusty want to check somebody's pocket, which I pocket watch too, but they want to always try to put you on blast. Sweetie, the card won't decline because let's try it again. If the card was known to decline, they wouldn't be reaching out to you, girl. But I have common sense. Hey, the last 2 I bought, what's that's cost me? Those bags don't have to last. I'm not finna roll up in there and spend no. We're not. I think I did like 2 for like $5. Because one was just 2. Yeah. Well, yeah, under 5. They're gonna have to last. I'm not gonna go back in there. I can count the times on one hand that I carry those 2 bags. Well, for at least one of them. One of them I already carried. Oh my God, and I messed up. I don't know what I did. I messed up. Oh, one of those bags, but it's just a freaking bag, and I'm still gonna carry to get my money's worth. I think I was painting around the house, and I had the bed like a dum-dum outside doing something, and I touched it with the bag, but I'm turn the bag around. We're going to still carry it. Why? I'm thinking and planning. Mm-mm. Unless some extra money come out the sky, and this gonna need to be like maybe $500,000 plop down in the sky, then I might can go a little shopping. That ain't happening. Why? Thinking and planning. Reserve your resources. And times are hard. People don't say things, but you know what's going on? Maybe you can help a good person and just don't say nothing and just help them and keep on moving. Dusties don't think. They think because it's in the account, I'm gonna start flashing. Oh yeah. But what about the future? What if something happens? Oh no! And when they're like this, you can't tell them anything. Hey, so and so, you need to really try to maybe get a trust going. You really should. You should gotta listen. What you all don't know, I had an injury. Man, I don't even want to talk about that now, but maybe a different video. But you have to always plan. You have to plan. You never know what's gonna happen. I had an injury. It was major. I had to stop trading for a minute. Why? A problem with numbers. Never thought that would happen. Had to stop trading. And one day had to shut down some trades at $10,000. I just took the loss. And they told me that the surgeon telling me this. I'm like, there's no way. Everything they said was going to happen, it happened. Everything they said was going to happen, it happened. I listened. Tried to do a few little trades, was doing okay, just taking small steps. They said, hey, we're going to recommend this. It's expensive. I'm like, dang, so 1 week of this is over $40,000. Thank goodness for the health insurance. See how that goes. Everything they said was going to happen, happened. Recommend this right here. Wow. I don't know everything. I did what they said, and then boom. Was off a whole week. Then boom. Wow. Never felt better. I deal with it, and I'm just joking when I say this. I said, oh, this must be like some rich white people shit. You get into an incubator with that oxygen thing. I was like, oh my goodness, I've heard athletes do it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Works a miracle. I kid you not, works a miracle. Dusties don't listen. Or Dusties, they think they know everything. That kind of money, you can't tell them, okay, you need to go ahead and get a budget. You need to go ahead and get a budget. You make X amount of dollars, go ahead and put a trust. You'd be surprised. You could be sitting up here and you got you some money and you might just put $5,000 or $10,000 on an emergency card in an account that you hardly don't use. $5,000 or $10,000. It could be held $2,000, $1,500. You may not see it now. It might be everything going cool for you. It might come a time you're gonna need that money, and it's right there to help you. And you will be thankful that you put that money back. Especially just us working people, just regular people. I'm not rich. Some of y'all might be, and I'm happy for you. Would love to join you. You'd be surprised. You might have put $750 cash, maybe into a pocket in your jeans and just into a little drawer in your little office. No big deal. Think nothing about it. Just a little something. A day might come. You might really need that money. And it's an emergency. Dusties don't think. And when you try to tell them that, they don't want to listen. They're like Kanye. That song, you can't tell me nothing. Child support, believe it or not, when you had this kind of situation, see, he did not think, okay, how old are these children? How old are the children? How much money am I to pay out? Go ahead and pay the money out. Now, once she left in 2003, anybody with half a brain, especially an adult in this circumstance, would think, okay, I'm not earning. So what I need to do is to go to maybe a child support modification plan and to change it. Because why? I'm not earning any more money. No, they just walk off responsibility. It's just like that guy, the rapper. He got served that paper, they said, with that girl that's trying to, and that with that chick, the background on her, I did a video on that. Boy, you could have fought that. But oh no, He got served. Ain't worried about that. And didn't go to court, didn't get an attorney or anything. Then they had the court trial. She won by default. She has a very interesting history. But hey, don't blame her. It's him. Then he tried to say he was sick or something, I recall. And then the girl, they followed him. So social media done killed it. Why? Because he put himself on social media. I think he said he had to go to the dentist or something. And then he put himself on social media, showing himself. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. Showing himself at the mall shopping and telling the court that you were ill or something. And then they show you, hey, this is your social media post. Well, who put the post up? He did. Went to appeal, lost. $7 million judgment. And then she got on the internet, just couldn't keep it classy. But yo, that's what you want. I think he may have rejected her or something. It didn't go right. But she got on the internet, oh, you work for me. You're my, all that. They don't think. Maybe if he had settled down with that teacher, the game, and she would say, hey, you just cannot disregard. This is very important. You can't disregard this. But oh no, I ain't got time for that ish. Move. Let's get on up in here. Come on. Okay, look what happened. And this here, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them anything. You can't tell them anything. Now look, hasn't played in 2003. 2003 hasn't played. Where's the money gonna come from now? And if he owes one of them $100,000, and stop and think, see, those women, they trick themselves. They thought, oh, I'm finna get me a bag. All you did was get a baby and lint pocket Larry. They thought they were finna get them a bag, baby. I'm getting me a baby. This baby gonna give me a bag. $100,000. He was once even arrested. So maybe he can go back and play now. Hope you're good. Maybe he can go back and try and play now. It might be time to try to stop playing bull and try to dribble that ball again. Stop all this BS you've been engaging in with this nonsense, not paying your child support. They don't think. Don't plan things out. That's why when you're a woman and you get with one, you gotta always be the fixer. You gotta always play a Miss Olivia Pope. You gotta be the fixer because they all they do is create a mess. Hey, guess what done happened? Man, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this. Then they go to their woman to go fix it. Hi, Mrs. Fix It. And that's sometimes too, I think in our culture with black women, they're so used to being Mrs. Fix It. Like sometimes when black women get into a relationship, let's say interracial relationship, and this is with a man that it can be a black man if you find one like that handles things, they'll butt heads because guess what? She used to always be Mrs. Fix-It, and sometimes with because I experienced that myself. Sometimes then you get with one of them and they're used to handling things and you just kind of chill and you're like, oh, I already did that. All right, and they're like, why did you do that? I told you, just relax, I got it. So sometimes you can butt heads. And then you realize, well, dude, he always got it. Well, okay. Oh, yeah, girl, let him handle it. Go chill, go relax. Make life comfortable for yourself. See, we always used to fixing things. So I noticed that. I've experienced that for a moment. It wasn't like a big deal, but it was like, hey, I noticed that. So yeah, let them handle it. A move, he's not gonna have you hustling up no darn boxes. You look up, he's already hired somebody for that. You just coordinate. Hey, let him handle it. Hey, you don't pay for that. They got it. So, but that's what we're used to in the culture. This man, I just said, Dusty, you didn't plan it out? You knew 8 women. Why? Were you prepared? 8 women. So if he hasn't paid child support, I know you're not going to tell me that either the women been paying for them, or maybe somebody in the community, like let's say maybe another black woman, may picking up the slack, or Zad, or the government, the taxpayers, while you've been balling. This is crazy. Why would you have 10 kids by 8 different women? And don't forget, the report said once he was arrested. Wealth, right? I mean, you this kind of money. You've attained wealth. This kind of money, too, as my father said, too dumb to live. too dumb to live. You're not even financially sound. Then think about it. Well, those 8 kids I'm going to kind of need. How much money is coming out? Okay. Put some money into a trust while you're working to make sure that's taken care of. It should, how I get to, and you say, well, the women, yeah, they thought they were going to get a bag. All they got was a baby. Hopefully a beautiful, healthy baby. You got a baby, and now it's on you. You thought you was getting the bag. Now you got a burden of responsibility because the financially, his money's not coming through. His money's not coming through. It ain't coming through, and that's that. 8, 10 kids, 8 different women. And then, like I said, so this right here, he probably won't be able to get like old boy, renew his driver's license. Forget that. Like you might be having to get you a driver. I hope you can afford one. A fortune at your feet. Generational wealth building at your feet. And still mess that up. $34 million career earnings. And for you to get arrested for child support, that means you got to really read behind. And why you didn't pay? Maybe he didn't pay because he don't have the money. That's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of wondering if he doesn't have the money. That kind of money, he should have placed himself on a budget. And plus, you got to pay taxes. So if you made $5 million that year, half that money should be put toward, at least put $2 million or $1 million something in an account, in a trust every year, and then it should grow. The next year, how much you're making, okay, put $2 million in, and so on and so on. You didn't know how to maybe acquire some businesses to have your money to keep on working for you. You could have bought all different, a McDonald's, a franchise. Why? To keep your money working for you, to have that income still coming in for retirement. Dusties don't think. They just do. 34 million and still can't pay child support. It's embarrassing. Who could be this dense? Who could be this dumb? Who could be this dumb? He should have had all types of businesses. He could have had a franchise. He could have had like when the economy is bad, man, and like in 2008, he could have been buying up some properties then. 2008. Then a real estate boom, go ahead and sell and flip. He could have done so much. He could have done a podcast. Whatever his craft is, he's that good. I mean, you've got 2-time NBA champion. I'm not sports oriented. He could have done maybe some type of coaching, and you know they're going to show up. Charge a fee for coaching. Heck, make it a business. Get somebody to go ahead and get a grant. Try to get a grant. Why? So the poor kids can come too. You could have coaching 2 sessions. This day here for paying customers, then you, or maybe mix it in together. Go ahead and get somebody to try to get a grant and say, hey, out of this grant, get it what? There's so much you could do, and then you coach and go ahead and charge a fee for that. So you could have a few franchises, the coaching. He could have done a podcast. He could have been maybe a scout to scout out talent. Try to become an agent. So much he could have done. He could have bought homes and just set up an LLC, property management, and go ahead and just lease them out. So much he could with that kind of money. But no. Just want to chill, have a good time, get with some chicks, and drink plenty of wine. And now look. End up in jail over non-payment of child support. You don't have $100,000. And that's just one of the baby mamas. That's one of the baby mamas. Don't forget, it's 8. So this is what Dusties do. Child support can be a wealth drainer, really. That's why a lot of Black women cannot utilize their full potential, because you know what? They're either not getting any child support at all, or they're getting big old $35, $50. That's why many black women cannot realize their true potential. That's why I say, for the next 5 years, concentrate on you if you're real young and if you've been on having a kid. If you're not going to get married. That's one thing to kind of get a dust out your life. Let them know, hey, is he about marriage? We're not going to do all this 3 years living together, then 2 more years, and then we're not doing all of that. And it's been 5 years and he still need time. We're not doing all that. Guess what? Don't let him move in, and don't you move in. That way, guess what? If it goes down, you ain't got to move out. Don't you move in. That way you ain't got to move out. We're not doing any wifely duties on girlfriend prices. We don't do basement Betty around here, boo. Bargain basement Betty. Oh, pick up, man. Yeah. She'll go ahead and move in with you, cook and clean, give you relations at night, work out and keep it tight and have your kids for you. Yeah, go ahead and get you a basement Betty or a basement Barbie. We're not doing that. Doing everything like a wife at a girlfriend price, don't do it, ladies. Don't do it. Well, he won't commit, then guess what? He can go ahead and hit the bricks. Get somebody else. Next. Don't do it. So this here is a perfect example of the song that I just made up. I had wrote this down. It was too funny. Called Loose Dick. And the wording is, loose dick will make your wallet sick. Try it if you want to. You might lose all of your chits, HIT. Okay? So this right here, it is so embarrassing. Every opportunity to build and still can't do. See, that's why I tell you, in closing, people look at your personal life, because you know why? Your personal life can be reflective of your business life, how you handle business. $34 million career earnings. Where's the money? Well, Beyonce said in the concert, where's my money? Where that money at? Where that money at? Tricking it off. Nothing put back. I just can't believe it. $34 million. So, as my jingle says, loose dick can make your wallet sick. And so, let me know what you all think. Feel free to share your stories in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and share. I'd appreciate it. And check out the backup channel about those comments. Okay? So, loose dick. Loose dick makes your wallet sick. Try it if you want to. You might lose all of your shit. I'm telling you, loose dick makes your wallet sick. Try it if you want to. You might lose all of your shit. See, the woman meets the man, and they're walking hand in hand. Things start to escalate 9 months later. They're in Babyland. He says his money is tight, girl. This ain't right. I cannot believe that you put the white folks in my life. Loose dick makes your wallet sick. Try it if you want to. You might lose all of your shit. Loose dick makes your wallet sick. Try it if you want to. You might lose all of your shit, baby. And this here is a good example. Loose Moby Dick. Child, now that wallet is looking sure enough sick. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Crazy. It's stupid.